सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सुखं नित्यं स्वप्रकाशं व्यापकं नामरूपयोः अधिष्ठानं बुद्ध्यबोध्यं बुद्धिर्द्रव्यत्वनिर्मलम् अपारं सर्ववेदान्तवेद्यं प्रत्यक्परं महः तदेवाहं न मत्तोऽन्यदिति मे निश्चिता मतिः। Yes, summary.
We were seeing that second tippani on page number 9, where the question was raised that how come the Panditas who have got Atma Anatma Veda, means that knowledge is there, for them Vairagyadi is not generated. And the answer was given that because of lack of Nishkam Karma and Upasana, there is lack of Chitta Shuddhi and Chitta Naishalyam, and therefore Viveka is not able to generate Vairagya. And for that, the example is given. It is said that just as any tree, and here the example of banana tree, cannot grow in the desert land, but it grows very well in a fertile land. Similarly, the mind which is free from mala and vikshepa, there the viveka will produce or will give rise to vairagyadi and not otherwise. Means not in the mind which is endowed with mala or vikshepa. And since this is so, therefore a mumukshu should try to attain viveka, vairagya, etc. after the attainment of Chitta Shuddhi and Chitta Naishalya. Means relative Chitta Shuddhi and relative Chitta Naishalya. Thus,
here it is better we avoid any tree because in the desert and also some trees are there.
yeah.
Where no? आप तो जानते हैं.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So kadali, therefore the kadali doesn't grow.
Yeah. Yes. And so here the particular path for the mumukshu is suggested, which is not the case for everybody, but this is the general path. First of all, getting some relative Chitta Shuddhi and Chitta Naischalyam with the help of some Karma Yoga or some Upasana. Then doing first level or first time Shravanam, means Samanyataha Vedanta Vyasa. So by that the Sadhan Chatushtaya Sampatti will be attained. That Shravanam will be used in the attainment of Sadhan Chatushtaya Sampatti. And after that, when the Shravanam is done, then that Shravanam will give rise to its primary result, that is Jnanodaya. And then there will be Moksha.
So sadhana chatushtaya, then secondary.
Then second time Shravanam, which will give rise to its primary result, Jnanam. And then there will be Mananam, Nidhyasanam, as and whatever is required, and then there is Moksha, Jnana Nishtha. And then we were seeing the main text on page number 10. Uttaresham trayanam api sadhananam ayam hetuhu ayam vivekaha. This viveka is the cause even for the subsequent three, means vairagya, shamadamadi shatka sampat and mokshutva. And why is it so? Etat stityadhinotpattikatvad vairagyadinam trayanam. Because these three vairagyadi are having their origination or their growth, their birth dependent upon the establishment of Viveka. Means, in simple words, when Viveka is already there, then Vairagyadi can be developed in a Mumukshu. Ataha means since Viveka is the base for the attainment of the Vairagyadi, Nimitta Bhave Naimittika Bhava, on account of the absence of effect, when there is absence of the cause, the basis, अवश्यम एव आदौ विवेकः संपादनीयः. Necessarily, in the beginning, viveka should be attained. And when this viveka is attained in the Shuddha Antakaranam, then that viveka will give rise to Vairagya.
So here we can do Anvaya like this. Ataha avashyamevado viveka sampadaniya. Why? Nimitta bhave naimittika bhavat.
Yes.
It is like a hetu upapadana is there. So direct connection is with sampadaniya.
Yes.
Ataha avashyameva adau avashyamado viveka sampadaniya. Why? Nimitta bhave naimittika bhavat.
Yes.
Okay.
And now in the next avarta, the Vairagyam is described by the Granthakara. Dosha drashtya abrahmalokat विपरिवर्तमानेषु भोगेषु अनादररूपा उपेक्षा एव वैराग्यम इति उच्यते ब्रह्मपारगैः. So vairagyam is upeksha, means indifference. Raga dvesh rahita avastha upeksha, the state where there is no raga or dvesha with respect to a particular thing, that is upeksha. And that is further characterized by anadara, means there is no sense of importance. And sense of importance means seeing the object as the source of security or the source of happiness, that is not there. So the indifference which is characterized by not seeing anything as the sense of security or happiness is
as the sense as the object of or the cause for.
Yes, with the sense, yes. So as the cause or as the cause for security or happiness, that is called vairagyam. And this upeksha is with regard to what? With regard to the bhogas, means the enjoyments. And what type of bhogas? Viparivartamaneshu, which are ever changing, means which are anitya. And what is the range of this bhoga? Abrahmaloka, means until the bhogas or up to the bhogas which are available in the Brahmaloka. And
until we don't say until goes
even the
up to.
Yes.
Until generally is used in terms of time.
Yes.
So
up to the bhoga, and including the bhogas which are available in the Brahmaloka. It means all the bhogas without any remainder. And how is this upeksha generated? Dosha drashtya, by seeing the limitations. So when one sees the limitations, then there will be a sense of indifference, and that sense of indifference is called vairagyam by the knowers of the other shore of samsara, that is Brahma, means the wise people. And there is a tippani for this vairagyam, tippani number 1, which we saw. Vairagyam nama sarva vishaya tityajisha, means the desire to give up all the objects, that is called vairagyam. Va ichha samanya bhavaha, the
I like generally comes at the end. You brought it here.
I did it as per English.
Correct. No, it's correct. But in Sanskrit, he is not done that way.
Yes.
You cannot say Ramaha va Krishna. Rama Krishna. Anyway, but it's good. I like the style of that. Then
or the absence of any desire in general. it does not mean, Vairagyam does not mean that there is absence of some specific desire. Vairagyam means absence of desire in general, means absence of all the desires. That is Vairagyam. And now the Tippanikara shows the division of Vairagyam based on Yoga Sutra 1.15. It says, द्रष्टानुश्रविक विषय वितृष्णस्य वशीकरण संज्ञा
वशीकार
संज्ञा वैराग्यम. Yes. So vairagyam, which is also called vashikara, is there for the person who is free from the desire for the objects which are seen in this world and which are heard in the scriptures. And there, these four kinds of vairagyam are talked about. The first one is yatamanam. Yatamanam nama manda vivekaha. Yatamanam means there is some viveka in the person, that Atma is Nitya and everything else, Anatma is Anitya. But it is not seen when he is transacting with the sense objects. Means the viveka should transpire into his vyavhara, but that has not happened. Why? Because the the viveka is mild. The vairagyam is mild.
Therefore, vairagya is there, but mild. We should not say nothing happened.
Yes.
But not so much reflected.
Yes.
His viveka is very mild. Therefore, it is reflected in life also is mild. Yes. So viveka is reflected in the form of vairagya. But since viveka is mild, therefore vairagya is mild.
Yes. And the next is yatirekaha. And yatireka means, with the example the Granthakara shows, that just as a mongoose having resorted to a creeper called Nakula fights with the snake, means while fighting, in between the mongoose will go to the creeper, resort to it and come back and again fight. Similarly, a mumukshu who has got this yatireka vairagyam will go to satsanga and then be engaged in removal of unhealthy habits or unhealthy qualities and in the attainment of healthy or good qualities. This kind of vairagyam is called yatirekaha vairagyam.
Active vairagya means it is now started reflecting in a very palpable manner. To this words. So vairagyam was defined as dosha drishtya abrahmalokat viparivartamaneshu bhogeshu anadara rupa upeksha eva vairagyam iti uchyate brahmaparagi. So vairagya is in the form of upeksha, indifference, which is neither in the form of raga nor dvesha. Raga dvesha vilakshana sthiti visheshu manasthiti. So a state of the mind which is in the form of absence of raga and dvesha. That is called vairagya. And it is anadara rupa. It is in the form of not having the sense of importance. And sense of importance means sukha hetutva buddhi is not there. Abhaya hetutva buddhi is not there. Security. So anadara means not having the adara. Absence of adara. And adara means sukha hetutva buddhi or abhaya suraksha hetutva buddhi in objects, people and situations. So anadara means not looking upon objects, people and situation as the source of happiness, security, peace, etc. That is called anadara. With reference to what? Bhogeshu, not Brahman, Bhogeshu, अरे भोग स्वामी ब्रह्म के प्रति आना थोड़ा जाम्बान प्रॉब्लम भोगेशु. So with reference to bhoga and hetu garbha visheshana, by anadara is there viparivartamaneshu, ever changing they are, means anitya. And bhoga not only in this world but in other world as well, to show that it is said a brahma lokat, up to brahma loka. So another rupa upeksha with reference to bhoga in this loka and all the lokas up to brahma loka. And how this upeksha buddhi is brought about? Dosha drishtya, by seeing the dosha limitations. What are the limitations? Generally we talk about 4 limitations. Anityatvam, dukkha mishritatvam, atruptikaratvam and paratantriam. Means first is it is temporary. Second is it is fraught with some pain. There is no pure bliss. In this samsara, there is no pure bliss. It is always preceded and or followed by dukkha. So that is dukkha mishritatva, fraught with pain. Then paratantriam, it creates addiction. Now people know that today one internet provider, one who is doing this service with reference to security camera, internet, that person was telling, Swamiji, nowadays people can manage without oxygen but not without internet. Very nicely put. I really liked it. There's so much dependence. Internet. In fact, if we put now next course, I will perhaps put that internet will not be provided. So 50% will be dropped. सभी थोड़ा एक ब्रेकफास्ट दे देना चलेगा. But internet देना. How much dependence is there? People were managing. It is not that internet has been there since Bhagwan when created the world, internet also gave. So it is so much dependence is there. Alright. So Paratantram and Atrupti Karatvam means it does not give complete satisfaction. You always want something else. So these are the doshas. And they also exhaust our capacity. Sarvendriyanam jarayanti tejaha. Remember this sentence? Who says? Who says?
Nachiketa.
Nachiketa says. Shobhavaha martyasya yadantaketa sarvendriyanam jarayanti tejaha. It becomes, see, those who read too much on internet and all, there's so much browsing is there, their mind becomes shallow. Because in internet you have to read very fast because so many things are there. You will be selective. So this you remove one, okay. Then they are also very smart. When they give the news, no, that they will say that one person has to go out of the team. So then they will, then the title will be there. Then they read. They will not tell in the beginning. After 1 or 2 paragraphs, they will say, this. So now we also know. So then we will be also scanning. And then what happens? That becomes our habit. And therefore what happens when serious thing also is there, then also scanning starts. Then you miss the point. Therefore, it is exhausting our capacity of focusing and exhausting our capacity to hear, see. People say that nowadays hearing problem is more. One reason is people hear loud music. That also is there. Too much watching, therefore glasses come very fast. And that is the Indriya Shayakaritvam. That also is there. Indriya Mano Mana Shakti Shayakaritvam. That also is there. So all this dosha drishtya. But we remember this dosha drishti is not meant for creating dvesha. Since raga is already there, therefore to bring you to neutral stage, this dosha is shown. It's like acidic solution is there to make it to is neutral. What is pH? No. Yes. What is neutral pH?
7.
7. So bring it to neutral pH. We are putting alkaline. Our purpose is not to make it alkaline, but since acid already there, therefore we are putting. So finally, what it should be upeksha. So raga is there to reduce or stop raga. This dosha darshanam is done. So dosha drishtya. We need to remember the purpose of dosha. Otherwise, what will happen? Many, in fact, in Vichara Sagara also some places, some description will be there. Dosha darshanam is little too much done. So we may have, if we take it seriously, we may have some hatred. So hatred is not the purpose. To bring to neutral stage. Dosha drishtya bhogeshu upeksha rupa vairagya brahma parage. And regarding that, there was footnote sarva vishaye tityajaisha. The tityajaisha, no, it is not from the tyaj, it is a tyaj. It is a nijanta form. So it is tyajaitum ichha tityajaisha. But meaning will be the same. Titya tyajaitum. Tyajayati is a nijanta form. Otherwise it will be tityaksha. Tyaktum ichha tityaksha. And tyajaitum ichha is tityajaisha. It is a nijant form, but swartha nijant. Otherwise, if we take nijant literally means what? It will mean what?
To make someone.
Desire to make someone give up.
वही काम करते husband will be telling wife कि देखो you are so much addicted to internet, give up. That will be called vairagya. Wife will be said आप टीवी देखते रहते हैं, छोड़ो. That will be yeah. So that is not meant here. It is swarthenich. It's clear, no? Okay. Yeah, see, if we know grammar, then we can enjoy this. Otherwise, people saying, what is that? What you are telling? This something is told, yeah. Okay. So it is not tyaktum ichha, tyajaitum ichha. Tityajaisha, but meaning is tyaktum ichha only. Alright. So sarva vishaya tityajaisha. Desire of renouncing everything. Means this mumukshu has got more mind of renunciation. For him, renunciation comes very easily. Taking up takes time. Giving up is very easy. That is a mumukshu's mind. Generally, I have seen that those who have got samskaras, that they will have always, if you ask him to take something without asking what I have to take, he will say yes. माध्यम से थोड़ा स्लैप ले लो तो भाई तो भी गुजराती में से पूछते हैं एक क्या झापट खानी है आपको ऐसा बोलता है ना means you do want to eat slap, that's how they ask. Anyway, so the mind, Puji Swami used to say that he said for me to take things I take time. Giving, renouncing comes easily. That is a mumukshu's mind. Samsari's mind is what? Taking very easily. Giving up, no, सोच के बताएंगे. After 1 week you come, सोच के बताएंगे. That is not. Tyaga is just natural. I mean, very not natural, we will not say, but effortless or less effort. So that is Sarva Vishayati Tyaga Isha or Icha Samanya Bhavaha. Icha Samanya means this Sarva Vishaya Icha. The Icha in general, Abhavaha. And here we generally say Icha Samanya Abhava, but we say Vishaya Icha Samanya Abhava. Means absence of desire for the objects. But we put a note, but desire for moksha, desire for Shravana Manana should be there, that is okay. That is one way of interpretation of Icha Samanya Bhava. But somewhere Acharya says, some Granthakara says that even anxious desire for moksha also should go after some time. Initially there should be some fire of desire. Afterwards it is not fire of desire. There is a warmth but not heat. It is like a, not fire but it is like a heater, room heater. Room heater में hot नहीं होता है ना, warmth होता है. So there is some warmth so that the pursuit continues. But there is no anxiety. When will I get moksha? When will I get moksha? Because we have seen earlier, my anxiety for moksha becomes an obstacle to moksha. Anxiety to become alright becomes an obstacle to be alright. So even anxiety for moksha is not there. Initially there may be something, Swamiji, I used to cry and cry before Bhagavan. When will I get moksha? When will I get Guru? When I will get Shravanam? That is okay. You did not have and therefore you are crying and anxiety over that. But now already you have got Guru. You have already got Shastra. Now there is no need for anxiety. It is something like, you are already boarded the train. Now every now and then you go to the engine driver. Kab pahunchegi? Because of that, the driver will be distracted and will not reach because accident will happen. Yeah, before train you said, when will train come? That's okay. A little bit understandable. Will I get a seat or not? In those days, no reservation. But once you have boarded the train, that's it. I am in the train. Journey continues. So afterwards, that anxious desire for moksha also will not be there. There is no looseness because already on the track. But anxiety is not there. And Bhashyakara in the second chapter, Samatvam Yoga Uchyate, that starts with Sukha. What is the starting? Some
48, 49.
Siddhya Siddhyo Samo Bhutva Samatvam Yoga Uchyate. What is the first line? Yogastha Kuru Karmani Sangam Tyaktva Dhananjaya. Yogastha Kuru Karmani Sangam Tyaktva Dhananjaya Siddhya Siddhyo Samo Bhutva Samatvam Yoga Uchyate. There Bhashyakara says, there is no anxiety that I am doing Ishwararpana Karma, whether it will give me success or not. भगवान मेरा देखता होगा कि मैं तो कर रहा हूँ लेकिन by chance भगवान may not be looking at me. Some people have this feeling that I am doing this but Bhagwan may not be seeing it. One lady was telling me, Swamiji, I was doing all social service but I was not going so much to the temple. So I think Bhagwan might not have noticed. So she was anxious whether he is okay, Swamiji. I said, yeah, Bhagwan sees that also. So we what happened? We impose our mind to Bhagwan. Like somebody is doing things for us, but he is not coming and doing salute. तो हमको लगता है ये कैसा आदमी कभी आता ही नहीं, सलाम वल्लाम भी नहीं करता है. We think that he should do that also. But Bhagwan is not like us. So we have need for salutes. He doesn't have. So we need not have, but people think this way. So that anxiety is there. Whether Bhagavan is noticing my seva, my what is called sadhana of this puja, etc., he is noticing or not. That also is not there. So desire for moksha or desire for any other thing also is not there with obsession or with anxiety. That also is considered here ichha samanya bhavaha va. Alright. Now four stages of vairagya. Yatamana, Vyatireka, Ekendriya, Vashikarana. Yatamana viso Manda Vivekaha. Manda Viveka and Manda Vairagya. Both. Means what person knows. In fact, in India, almost everybody, and everywhere it must be said, हम तो अकेले आए हैं, अकेले जाना है, कुछ भी साथ लेके नहीं जाना है. मेरा चप्पल क्यों ले लिया? चप्पल को देख रहे देखता नहीं है तेरा क्या इरादा है? What is your intention? So I think this you will hear even film song is there. कहाँ से तू आया, कहाँ तुझे जाना है? So many songs are there. So but Manda Viveka, the Manda Viveka is there. Therefore Manda Vairagya means cognitively person knows, and therefore he can give advice to others. In India, one thing is that everybody likes to advise. Upadesh matlab they are very fond of. Therefore, if you are traveling in the train, people will give advice also. मुझे भी एडवाइस दे रहे थे, स्वामी जी आप शादी नहीं किया? एक पूछा मैंने क्यों शादी नहीं किया, बोले तो people really very generous in giving advice. So that much viveka is there, enough to give advice, but not reflected so much in life as vairagya. That is called yatamana. Second is vyatireka, means Nakula, like person, like a mongoose goes to the creeper and then he fights. Similarly, this person, satsanga is at Nakula Lata. So by the strength of satsanga, he is utsaha sampatti. He is endowed with the initiative of removing the durguna and attaining sadguna. Okay. Third is ekendriyam nama vishebhyah indriya nigraha eva. So now ekendriya means indriya nigraha. His vairagyam is reflected in the form of mastery or withdrawal of the organs from the sense objects. So he has slowly, in the second stage itself, he has started dropping the durguna, acquiring sadguna with the help of satsanga. And now he is developing enough vairagya to say no. Indriya nigraha means what? Capacity to say no to certain bhogas. With reference to bhoga, the nigraha starts first of all by saying no to bhogas which are adharmika. Adharmika bhoga nivrutti is the first step of dhamma and in the expression of vairagya. So first I say that this not suitable or not prescribed for me as a sannyasi, as a brahmachari. I am not supposed to take this. I will not take it. That's all. Personally, he said for sannyasi, brahmachari, that bitter leaves are not to be taken. Not taken. That's all. Whatever is prohibited in Shastra, not only in Vedas, Smriti Granthas, we do take. Garlic, onions not to be taken. Are not taken. So I am able to say no because of my vairagya. That is called ekendriyam. Vairagya. So vairagya, which is reflected in the capacity of saying no, that is called ekendriyam. So first one is, as I said, adharmika bhoga tyaga. And then what? ati bhoga tyaga. Even dharmika bhoga also there is a moderation. समझिए लड्डू की कहाँ मना किया है, तो बस मैं तो एक बार में 4-5 खा लेता हूँ। लड्डू का तो स्वामी मना नहीं किया ना, वो तो बहुत सात्विक है। आयुष सत्व बला रोग्य स्वामी जी, बहुत उसमें तो फैट होता है, बल देता है स्वामी जी, नहीं उसमें भी देयर इज मॉडरेशन. So all this will happen as an expression of vairagya. Alright. So we have to see in this language that vairagya expressed in the form of my mastery over the organs. Next one is fourth, vashikaranam. Actually, vyatireka means what? Separation. Yatamana means making effort. Vyatireka, separation. So separation means what? From Durguna separation and going towards Sadguna. Ekendriya means having mastery over the organs. Okay, then Vashikaranam. Vashikaranam means mastery. It means Vashikaranam nama Sarvataha Manonigraha eva. Mastery over the mind from everything itself is called Vashikaranam. So Vairagya becomes stronger such that I am able to master the mind, discipline the mind, that it doesn't go to any inappropriate indulgence or excessive indulgence of any objects. So earlier it was Indriya Nigraha. Vairagya expressed at the level of Indriya Nigraha is Ekendriya. Vairagya expressed at the level of Mano Nigraha. Mind itself doesn't go. That is Vashikarana. There is a difference. See, some item is offered. What is called? That bhaji is made of onion. Swamiji is so good. Especially in Swamiji monsoon, the bhaji of onion, it is so good. But I should not have a sadhaka. Swamiji asked me what. By chance, Swamiji comes to know what. No, I will not take. Please take it from here. Take it from here. Still, it is Vairagya, Ekendriya. And Vashikarana means the mind itself doesn't go. Oh, it doesn't suit me. So, mind doesn't think, oh, that when I go out, that time I will have sometime. Right now, it's not possible. Right? That is, mind is going there. Right? Don't have now. Mind is going there. Or at least in dream we can have. That is not there. Mind itself is not there. Mind also, certain things if you don't like, no, that even in dream you say. That certain shaucham, I have got some strong samskara. So in dream also he said, usko aise pochna nahi chahiye, aise pochna chahiye. You should clean it like this. Even dream, I said, wow, that's great. It has gone into so deep. So Manonigraha means the mind doesn't go there. Alright. So mind, mastery over the mind from all the bhogas. And that is the expression of Vairagya. So Vairagya expressed in the form of mastery over the mind from all the objects is called Vashikaranam. Okay? Achha. Now uska bhi subdivision hai. Tadapi Trividham. That also. Tadapi means what? Vashikarana Rupa Vairagyam api Trividham. The Vairagyam in the form of Vashikarana also is of 3 types. But Manda, mild, Tivra, strong, Tivratara, more intense, stronger. Acha, now he gives the description. This author is having a lot of leisure and he really likes to, contemplate. So he writes, you see. What is Manda? Putra, Vitta, Kalatradi, Hani Kalika, Vairagyopeta, Chitta Vrittihi Mandam. He said, what is Manda Vairagyam? Vairagyopeta Chitta Vritti. The mental state, Chitta Vritti can be said mental state, endowed with Vairagya, endowed with dispassion. Kalika, during what? Hani, the loss. Loss of what? Putra, son mar gaya mera. So, son is dead, therefore what? Vairagya. इस दुनिया में कुछ नहीं है. That was it. Putra. Vitta, paisa chala gaya. Money is gone. Then they remember Swami's. No, paisa was that they didn't remember. So Swamiji, kuch nahi hai, everything is lost. So Swamiji would say, will I give Bhiksha or what? Vitta, wealth. Then Kalatra, wife died. Some people, men have really difficulty. I have seen that when wife is not there, they feel so miserable. Generally, men are supposed to be strong, but when it comes to losing wife, I have seen they are not fair. They are not doing so well as women do. Women somehow handle that situation better. Men are so स्वामी जी एक आदमी कर स्वामी जी मेरी वाइफ ने मुझे चाय बनाने का भी नहीं सिखाया. So he was blaming Swami, I am so helpless now. Everything she was doing.
Fully dependent.
That's what. So really that Kalatra, wife, name Kalatra also is used very appropriately. Very innocent wife. Not Dara. So Kalatra, the Hani. Adipadena Kirti, name. So Putra, Vitra, Kalatra, Nama means Kirti, Hani, Kalika, Vairagyopeta, Chitta Vritti. We generally call it Smashana Vairagya. So there is a mind also doesn't go there now, but it is only during that period. बस मुझे तो स्वामी जी अभी आश्रम में आ जाना है. The people say like this, स्वामी जी I want to come ashram only, nothing else, all are like this. इस जगत पे कुछ सब temporary है, कुछ permanent नहीं है. So then स्वामी जी knows this, therefore he doesn't take seriously. But person feels during that time that vairagya is called mandam. Second is what? Tivra. ऐहिक पुत्रादि विषयोपभोगज सुखे अस्पृहा तीव्रम वैराग्यम. Aspruha means absence of craving. For what? Sukha, pleasure. Bhogaja, born of enjoyment. Of what? Vishaya, the objects. Such as putra, etc. belonging to this world. Ehika. Ehika Vishaya Bhogaja Sukhes Aspruha. Absence of craving for the pleasure born of enjoying or experiencing the objects of this world, such as Putra and others. Putra is a big sukha. Means, oh Swamiji, my son I am put on my lap. I am so happy. And more than Putra, grandson. Grandson Swamiji, I put it. And he tells me, Tata. So I feel so happy. That's why they remain trapped. The satsanga etc. doesn't come. Trap. So, ehika putradi vishaya bhogaja sukhe aspruha tivram vairagyam. Now this person said, no, enough. I have done my duties. Now, let my children take care of their children. And I am not interested in any other things. I have enjoyed everything and there is no trupti in it. I want to focus on Vedanta. This absence of desire for any pleasure born of bhoga, of any object in this world, is a tivra vairagya. And third is satishayatva punaravrityadi aneka doshavamarshena lokantara bhogeshu akhileshu api ichhanudayaha tivrataram. Stronger vairagya is ichhanudayaha. non-rise, absence of rise of desire. With regard to Akhileshu, all Vishayopabho, Akhileshu Bhogeshu, in all objects, even of another world. First he had Tivra, then only he comes to Tivratara. So absence of desire with regard to all other bhoga, all bhogas belonging to other world. Means not only he has the vairagya for the objects of this world, but he has vairagya for even the objects of other world. Now somebody will say, Swamiji, I don't have Tivra vairagya, but Tivra Tara I have. मैंने BSc नहीं किया लेकिन PhD कर लिया. Alright, so it happens because of not having Shraddha. When so Tivra is so Tivra that the mind is not thinking about the Tivratara. The Tivratara means not only Vairagya for or not having the desire for the Bhoga in this world, but the absence of desire for Bhoga of other world as well. And how is it done? How that Ichhanudaya happens? He says, Avamarshena, by deliberation. Of what? Seeing. Avamarsha, seeing. Cognitively seeing. Aneka dosha, many defects. By deliberating, seeing, remembering many defects, such as Satishayatva. Satishayatva means finite, limited, is always subject to improvement. Limited, having limitation. Then Punaravritti, return. So we from any loka we go, we have to return. So Punaravritti. And Satishayatva means always there is a gradation. So even though I have become Devata, but when Indra comes, then I have to get up. When Indra becomes still also this, if Brahmaji comes, I have to get up. And Brahmaji also knows that next time I will not be here. So always there is a subject to, we always feel that what is there is not enough. There can be higher. But Brahmaji also, since he is Brahmagnani, so no problem. But otherwise he will feel that this Ananda is nothing in compared to Brahmananda. So always there is a Satishayatva. And Punaravritti Bhaya, fear of return. And those who return, they may find more miserable. It is something like the people who were in India for 30 years. They were managing. They went to US for 5 years. And they come back. Oh, so dirty, so dirty. अरे भाई यही तो पैदा हुआ था. So pollution, so pollution. This happens when you are used to AC. Then if you don't have AC, you feel so much. Otherwise, you were managing. So these people come back from heaven. On the earth, they find very difficult. People are so insensitive, so gross, more miserable. So Satishayatva, Punaravrityadi, etc. Aneka doshava marshena. Lokantara bhogeshu akhileshu ichha anudaya. So person sees that. Even in that loka, what will happen? Some subtle bhoga is there. But that also will end. And there is always something higher than what I will be having. And therefore I do not want this. And thus, Ichhanudayaha Tivrataram. So Tivratara Vairagya is the Vairagya for the objects in this world and object in other worlds. We have to include that. Otherwise that problem I said, no, I said Tivratara is there, Tivra is not there. So we have to include Tivra subject matter. Okay, alright. तत्र अपरोक्ष ज्ञानांतरंग साधनम तु तीव्रतर वशीकरणाख्य वैराग्यमेव. Final line. Tatra, of these four or of these three, and include all the four, all types of vairagya. Letter tatra means among all types of vairagya, Aparoksha Gnana Antaranga Sadhanam tu. However, the Antaranga Sadhanam, interior, innermost proximate means for Aparoksha Gnanam, immediate knowledge of Brahma being Atma, is Tivratara Vashikaranaksha Vairagya Meva. Is the dispassion called Vashikarana, which is more intense. This is the last one. 4.3. Is it clear now? 4.3. That alone is the Antaranga Sadhana. If others are there, they will do the job, but not the most effective one. Ataha, therefore, since Tivratara Vashikaranaksha Vairagya alone is Antaranga Sadhana, Antaranga means the most important or effective means, the innermost means. Therefore, Ati Prayatnena, therefore, with great efforts, Sampadaniyam should be acquired. Tat means what? Tivratara Vashikaranaksha Vairagya. That Vairagya, the last one, 4.3, Vairagya, Mumukshubhihi Sampadaniyam, should be acquired by Mumukshu. Alright. Now, incidentally, even though it is not part of this text, but in Yoga Shastra, in commentators on Yoga Sutras, they are presenting this four in a different way. Their Vashikara has come, therefore other three are talked about. He has borrowed from this, but he has little bit modified. In Yoga Shastra, the commentators, they present this four in a slightly different manner. First one is Yatamana. Yatamana means a person is seeing that ragadveshas are controlling my organs. I as a person am helpless in front of my ragadveshas. If my raga says I have to drink this, then my organs have to drink. If my organ says that you go and bring that particular item for bhoga, I have to go there. One person said nicely, he said, this 3-inch cigarette is making the 6 feet fellow get up. And that's such a thing. So this particular thing is seen by this person. How much helpless I am in front of ragadveshas. And I don't want that slavery. Enough. I don't want this slavery. So let me start having the mastery. And he starts some sadhana for developing some vairagya or at least something. That is called yatamana. The initial effort, the initiative in the direction of attainment of vairagya, seeing the slavery of oneself to ragadveshas. That is a very important step. This slavery to the bhogas should pinch the person. I don't want this slavery, that bhogas direct my life, make me sometimes compromise with my values. I don't want. Let me start to be free from this slavery. This initiative to the attainment of vairagya is called yatamana. Okay. So Jnana Purvak, another speaker says Jnana Purvakam Vairagya Sadhananushthanam. Starting the practice of the means for vairagya with some understanding. That is called yatamanaha. Very beautifully explained. Second is called vyatireka. Now this person, this is the second stage. Now this person has got success in his pursuit of vairagya. And he is able to see that this many ragas are conquered. This many ragas are diluted or neutralized. And this many ragas are to be conquered. In this manner, a person is able to separate the ragas conquered and ragas to be conquered, suggesting that he has covered a lot of ground in the pursuit of vairagya. This stage is called vyatireka. Vyatireka literally means separation. So this many are conquered and this many are to be conquered. Pakshyamanebyah pakvanam kashayanam vyatirekena avadharanam. Pakshyamana means to be cooked. To be cooked means to be neutralized. Pakshyamanebyah pakvanam kashayanam ragadina vyatirekena avadharanam. Is ascertaining with this separation of what? Ragadveshas, which are already neutralized. And separation from what? From to be neutralized. Is it clear? Pakshyamanebyah pakvanam kashayanam vyatirekena avadharanam. Means ascertaining with the sense of separation. Ascertainment in the form of separation of the ragadveshas which are diluted from the ragadveshas to be diluted. Pakshyamana. Paksha is the future of Pach. Clear? मतलब जैसे a businessman is that this much I have acquired. This many units I have bought. This many units to be bought. So this is how for a sadhaka this is his treasure. So this much is covered. This is to be covered. So that type of stage where a person has covered some ground, considerable ground, and is able to see that these ragas are gone, these are to be taken care of. That is vyatireka. Third is ekendriyam. In this explanation only ekendriya word is justified. He says Indriya pravartana samarthataya pakvanam autsukya matrena manasi vyavasthanam ekendriyam. Means now his ragadveshas are not capable of instigating the organs to go to the bhogas. But in the mind some curiosity will be there. Like, what will be there in United States? What will be there in Switzerland? How will it be? So, he is not going there. He is not making any effort for that. How will it be? How will it be if I combine the ice cream and chocolate and some dry fruit which I like? All three combined, how will it be? He doesn't do that. Mathe sa vichar aata hai. Is it clear? So it is now all his ragas are not percolated at the level of organs, remaining only in the mind as fancy. औत्सुक्य मात्रेण, fancy. वो फैंसी है इसलिए कभी कभी गूगल सर्च कर लेगा कि उस स्विट्जरलैंड का जाने का कितना किराया होता है, क्या क्या है उसमें. Generally they have a website, they will give that place worth visiting in Switzerland. बस तो वो देख लेगा कि बोला उसमें तो बहुत श्रम होता है, नहीं करना. बट एक बार इतना तक जाएगा वो. The modern example we can explain. He goes up to Google search. थोड़ा फैंसी है मन में, जब कोई नहीं है तो देख लेगा. So that is called एकेंद्रियम. Why it is called एकेंद्रियम? एकस्मिन् इंद्रिये मनसि, मन also is इंद्रिय in संख्या. So एकस्मिन् इंद्रिये मनसि एव व्यवस्थितिः रागस्य. That type of stage is called ekendriyam. And now fourth one is vashikara, where autsukya matra, even fancies are gone, and there is upeksha buddhi with reference to any laukika or paralaukika objects. That is called vashikara sanya. Even at mental level, there is not there. Therefore, he had explained the Vashikarana is Sarvataha Manonigraha. Alright. So this is the description in the Yoga Sutras. Yoga Sutras. More we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru